Ready, set, action. Today, for our 33-day challenge of self mastery and collecting all the aspects of ourself, today's action aspect is action. I was about to click live and I was just like, oh, I felt this sense of like action. So as always, it's perfect. I've been taking action all day writing. I took a break just shortly a little bit ago, and it's been an interesting day of self-reflection as I'm writing this book and really getting some major breakthroughs in my own life for what I'm going through, for just coming into the wholeness, the fullness, discovering the divine within, creating and finding the self mastery of my inner universe, where I can feel these aspects that I've been doing for today's day 31. We have 2 more days. And so make sure that if you've not already done so, that you get your name in the drawing for the Twin Flame Oracle deck that I'm going to give away on day 33. And that's in 2 more days. And the way you get your name in the drawing is by leaving in the comment, whatever platform you're on, a comment as to however you're taking action in the action, which today is action. And so I'll share with you what comes through with that in a minute. But if you leave some information there about what you're doing, basically, or what actions are you taking, that's it. That's what's coming through. What action are you taking to really step into your best self, to find wholeness, to find completeness within you, and bridging the gap on the inside? Because the separation that everybody experiences is inside. Separation is an inside job. So anyway, you will get 1 entry by leaving me a message in the comments section, letting me know what action you're taking to find wholeness and completeness. You will get 2 additional entries if you tag someone. And if you share this video on whatever platform, you'll get 3 additional, making a 6 total. And you get to actually enter for every video I've done, which today makes 31. And if you've been following me, thank you so much. If you have missed some days and you'd like to catch up, you can go to my YouTube channel, and on the playlist, you'll find a 33 days of self-mastery. You can catch up. If you've not been following and you would love to get plugged in to like all these 33 aspects that you can study within yourself, in the self-mastery of being able to kind of master that aspect within your wholeness. And not that we're perfect at any of it, but when we create awareness and we set intentional action, that we choose to really bring that into our field, our awareness, into our vibration, into our reality, into our thoughts, feelings, emotions, and the actions we take, and they all come into alignment, then we're becoming whole and complete. And so that's what this whole 33-day challenge is about. Again, thank you for following me, because I have had some major transformation, major breakthroughs in this process. And this is just a piece of the outward reflection of the inner work I've done. So during this time, over the last 31 days and 2 more to go. So, and actually the interesting thing is I've been writing about this in pieces and parts, but I actually will be into the chapter and getting that chapter of self-mastery and completing wholeness and oneness of these 33 aspects, which is a chapter I'm writing in the book that's going to be coming out in the winter of 2024. So, action. Well, I'm just reading the energy of what's coming through on a collective scale, because I think this is a piece of what people are confused on. They're confused as to what actions to take and what direction to take, because you're operating in your past, present, and future self. And so it's kind of gets confusing on where to put my energy, where to put my focus. My mistakes are blocking me potentially from what I've done in order to taking action now because I don't want to repeat those things. Or you're still cleaning up the karma. A lot of things could be going on in that. But I want you to know that two parts of that is that the more you place intentional action into your life, with programming it with what your desires are, the faster you can shift your reality. And in addition to that, there can be inspirational action. It can be something that you need to take action in and that you haven't because you haven't felt inspired to do what action you need to take. So if you can look around and be like, what would inspire me to start taking action? Who can inspire me to start taking action? What is it that I can do that would inspire myself to take action, right? Because that's a lot of reason why people don't take action is because they don't feel inspired. So inspired action is so important, and as well as intentional action. A couple things that's been coming through collectively, and me personally has been seeing this, has been a lot of purposeful action. Because we've spent a lot of time as light workers, healers, twin flames, starseeds, we've spent a lot of work consciously working on ourselves, and that has been action oriented. But we're coming into a place that it's time to step up wherever you're at to a new level, the next level, and the next version of you. And what does that look like? And how do you get there? And how do you bridge the gap? And doing it again. And it gets tiring and it gets exhausting. And when is it going to end? And what's the outcome? And am I going to arrive? And am I going to be with my twin flame? And, the list just goes on. And it can be flat out exhausting, right? So I think it's important to, one, take a step back and give yourself a pat on the back for how much change you've made on this journey, how much you have transformed on this journey, and to really acknowledge the action you've taken on this journey, especially for your personal development and your spiritual growth. But the next step is a piece of feeling fulfilled and feeling content and feeling a connection to why you're here. And why you're here has to do with the purpose work that you came here to fulfill. And so I'm going to talk about my purpose work, and then I'll share with you some of the things I opened up. Well, it might just come out as I say it all at the same time. But number one, I've been writing books for 7 years. And as you know, I have a Twin Flame Codebreaker book out there. I've never got one of them to fully birth because they were coming in faster than I could collect all the data. And all the data wasn't complete for all of them because it was my journey, my mission, my direction of where I was personally. And all I could do was just capture everything. And I was. And then I was just talking to a client on my personal Facebook page. And I had posted where Julian had got me a bunch of notepads to take journal in. And she posted a box full. I'm like, I have a closet full. You see that closet right there? If you end up watching this, Natalie, that closet is completely full of notebooks of, sometimes I can write up to, and it's not every day, but it's most days. And then I take it in spells based on when things are flooding in. But it's nothing to write 50 pages a day for me before I'm out of bed, because that's just how much dumps in and what comes through and what I'm capturing. So that's an intentional action. I'm setting the intention that I'm capturing what I need to use to birth something later. And I process, I change, I grow from it. Just like writing this book, I'm learning things I didn't know the whole journey of 7 years. So each time you go through it, you're capturing a different angle, a different part, a different piece. And all your pieces start coming together. And then it's like click, 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 click. And that's what so many people's pieces are coming together. And I actually talked to a client earlier today that left me a message saying that she found some things she had written 2 years ago that was everything we're working on to brand her now. And that was amazing, because I'm like, oh my gosh, because what it was is we discovered what it was she was to do. Then she didn't even remember any of that. And then this showed up sharing everything we had just started, the foundation of the brand and what the brand was going to be. And so she was blown away. She's like, I wrote all this out 2 years ago, and she didn't even remember it. But it showed up to show her confirmation that it's time to take action. It's time to bring it into form. And so with that being said, that's where so many people in their purpose work and their mission, especially in this twin flame journey, we all came in for a mission. And a lot of y'all are waiting, thinking that it's going to be about that person coming in and doing the work with you. And while that is true at its highest form, know that in the separation, you're sometimes doing more work than you are together by clearing collective karma. And that the more you clear within, it's about you now not waiting for anyone to help you with that. You got to step forward in your own purpose, your own mission, and take charge and action within that. And that's about you being able to do what it is you came here to do, which is why I also have been moving and merging up into a new level of helping people through my Lightworker Academy. And check that out in the link above below or in my bio on Instagram, because it's been phenomenal. There's been, people that have gotten in there, and it's a strong foundation, and it's a safe, container for everyone to come in and feel safe and supported, and to share their fears as well as their successes and their ideas, and to really discover who they are so that they can take motion into their future. And so if that's something that, you've been stalling on and you need to take action on, the first challenge I say is check out the page. And then from there, really face that fear. And if it's remotely anything that you've been wanting to do, I challenge you to take that call and to step forward and face that fear, to step into it, because it's phenomenal. And it includes, live coaching, online courses, and then our community group that I'm working with that is just, like I said, phenomenal. So in addition to that, like I said, me in action, my purpose, I'm writing books. Lots, right now I'm focusing on one finally that's literally birthing, and it's birthing like water, just coming through me. I've completed my first full chapter, and I'm on my second, and I'm averaging about around 2 to 3 days per chapter right now. And there's 16 chapters in this book. And so in addition to, all of that, then I also, if you stay tuned, or if you're interested, let me know, because tomorrow or next week, I will be sharing a page for this, because part of my mission is to help other people unlock their voice inside, connect to their own story, and everybody has a longing to write a book, and they have this mission. They came here to do that, and I know what that's like, because I had that happen to me. And getting that out of you to share your story and to help other people and inspire other people and impact other people through your message, through your mission, and through your voice and through your story. So anyway, I am launching a Soul Writers Academy that will be out tomorrow or this week. I don't know. It could have came out today, but I have a little video, a clip I got to do. And I felt guided to stay in my writing space today. So I didn't want to rush it or push it. But, I'll post it when it's time. I'll announce it when it's time in the next few days. But if you're listening to this and you want to get plugged into that, leave your name in the comment section of where you're at. And I'll make sure that you get a link to information on being able to write your book, get your book written, and share your story, so you can, find your voice, write your book, and share your story. So those are things I've been taking intentional action to step into my purpose, and including my own relationship with Julian and going to the next level, which requires me coming into the wholeness in me, even on another level. I've been really making a breakthrough of that divine within myself, coming into a wholeness and self-union. So a lot of personal work. And then that's, of course, obviously creating even more of a connection in our reunion and our oneness together, as is he. So these are some things that I've been working on, and I'd love to hear what you're working on. And right now, I'm going to get off of here and go take my beloved champ for a nice moonlight walk. And then I'll be back tomorrow. And we have 2 more days left of this 33 days of self-mastery. And in case you missed it, we're talking about action today. And make sure to go back and watch this at the beginning. And then I'll be back tomorrow. And I'll see you guys then. Thanks again for following me, liking, commenting, and sharing the shine. And love you loads. Ciao.